week on Late Night News, we take a look at Barack Obama's Africa visit.
Repetila. See, I've been practicing.
David Kibuka goes to Egypt.
Substitution, Baba, substitution.
We examine South Africa's various ways of protesting.
I'm going to be on a strict diet of cocaine until these rhinos can run free.
And Chester missing interviews, AfriForum's Garlic Grill.
Do you ever let them ride in the front of the bucket?
No.
Don't miss it. Good evening, South Africa. This week, everything in the country came to a complete standstill. No, we're not talking about that. It's the arrival of the emperor. This guy rose heavy, South Africa. He rose heavy. I mean, he was able to do what Kosatu couldn't do, close down the highway. Kosak, I mean, how are you guys going to close down the highway? Man. Then he met with the Emperor of Nkandla, not so far from the scene of the crime, Waterkloof Air Base. Apparently the paperwork was all done, everything was above board, and luckily there was no name dropping needed this time. Our president was at his best behavior, even giving a speech worth mentioning.
We unequivocally support the Palestinian bid for statehood and believe in the principle of a two-state solution.
Boom! That's the president I know, not scared of anyone. Tell this dude, Bree. Tell her, that's why we roll with Palestine, yeah? Tell that guy. Jacob is the man. Don't sleep on Jacob. And Jacob brought his youngest wife. Young people treat Michelle Obama like she's like a rock star, Beyonce kind of person. Oh, when she's wearing something, people are like, oh my God, look at what she's wearing. And you guys don't even know your own first ladies. We at LNN are going to teach you about your own first ladies. Yeah? Let's start from the top. Number one, first lady is Ma Khumalo. Say it with me, Ma Khumalo. She runs a tuck shop. Then the second one is Nompumelelo. Yeah. She's got a name that will ruin the birthday song. You know when the birthday song comes and you have to say the person's name? Happy birthday, Nompumelelo. Birthday song, God. And then you have Tobeka. Yeah. And this is Tobeka. And then there's Gloria. Gloria. No, white people, not Gloria. 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 Just know your first ladies. Even Barack Obama had no idea who was first lady because he was thinking, which first lady? First lady number 3, first lady number 4. He was like, yeah, no one knows.
And to President Zuma and Madam Zuma for...
Yeah, he didn't know. He didn't know who was going to be there. So he didn't prepare the speech with the actual name because you don't know. You just go Madam Zuma. Madam Zuma and Babu Zuma. Yes. Chess. Not everyone was happy to see Barack Obama, though.
Some are blaming Obama for crimes against war, while others are blaming him for, say, global warming.
Obama has not actually contributed to any peace building across the world. Instead, he has started wars.
We don't share similar values with that of President Obama in the USA.
But we suspect that these people, who we call haters, were unhappy because they didn't crack an invite to the town hall address by the emperor himself.
Yebo Manzazi. Tobela, Malweni, Sanibona, Dumelang, Da, Repetila. See, I've been practicing.
The thing about Barack, he greeted everyone. Pedi, Xhosas, Zulus, Shangans, even drunks. Look at me. Look how excited people were to see Barack Obama. And it was also reported when he got to Cape Town, he had to wear surgical, well, allegedly, because there, you know, they just throw poo everywhere. I know the DA was there looking for Thulas Nxesi or Mark Maharaj because all they remember is that they told us Nkandla was built for the day when Barack Obama comes to the country to host him. I mean, the president can't sleep at a hotel. He must sleep at another president's house.
What do you do when President Obama or an African head of state visits him? You can't send him to a hotel.
Why is he now then staying in hotels? So South Africans pulled out their best silverware and people were mesmerized by Barack Obama's charm, his good looks, and his un-Jacob-like ways of speaking. But why was Barack here? Tell us the truth, Barack. Barack, don't lie to us. Tell us the truth.
Yebo Manzazi! Yeah, I'm excited too. And I want to give special thanks and special welcome to those who are watching from Nigeria and Uganda and Kenya, a country obviously very close to my heart. Sometimes people ask me, you seem to have gotten so old since you were elected. What happened? Where's Michelle? And it's fitting that we've gathered here, in Joburg, in Soweto, not far from here, in Orlando West. Two young men came of age who would transform this nation and inspire the world. Nelson Mandela and Desmond Tutu. Now, not far from here, on a June morning, young students gathered in peaceful protest for the right to be taught in their own language. And as a senator, during my first visit to South Africa, I was able to go to Hector Peterson's memorial and pay tribute to an African boy who moved the world. Now, tomorrow I'll be down in Cape Town at the University of Cape Town, and I'll speak about the future that we can build together. That's why 3 years ago I launched a new effort to make sure we're tapping those qualities of youth. The imagination, the courage, the yes we can attitude. We're launching a new program that's going to give thousands of promising young Africans, like you, the opportunity to come to the United States and develop your skills at some of our best colleges and universities. We're going to partner with your governments and regional organizations here in Africa, and foundations and civil society.
South Africa, did you see that? The podium was branded American style. We were out-branded in our own country. Barack Obama looks like he's talking in his own country. Aye, man, South Africa. This must never happen again. Don't go anywhere, because after the break, we talk to David Kibuka, who goes to Egypt. We look at the protest culture in South Africa and Chester Missing interviews, AfriForum's Kali Krill. Find us on Twitter, find us on Facebook, send us emails, and we'll see you after the break. Boom, para. Welcome back. We now cross over to our international correspondent, David Kibuka, who is in Cairo, Egypt. Dave, what's happening there?
2.5 years ago, Egyptians toppled their dictator. Now they want to topple their first democratically elected leader. Egyptians treat leaders like soccer coaches. They go to parliament, and when the president speaks, they're like, substitution, Baba, substitution. Substitution, Baba.
Dave, why don't they just let the guy finish his term in office?
People don't know what they want, Loy. Like last week, Australia got rid of their prime minister and re-elected their old prime minister. And a few years ago, Juju hated Mbeki, but now he loves Mbeki. This just goes to show that if we get rid of Zuma and put Zilla in, after 1 year, people would wish that Zuma would come back. They'd say, at least Zuma sang songs like Mshuni Wam. This Zilla is always singing country music, like Don't Break My Heart, My Achy Breaky Heart, and If You Something Understand.
Dave, why do you think people change their minds about politicians?
The problem is that to get elected, you have to lie. That's why there are no honest politicians. Because when you ask a politician a question, you expect an answer, so they just lie. Like if you ask Jacob Zuma, what is our environmental policy? We all know that he knows nothing about the environment, but we would expect him to say something, so he says the first thing that pops into his head, like, we are working tirelessly to ensure that every household has an environment by Tuesday. Then when Wednesday comes, the people will toy demanding their environments. Siyafuna environment. Siyafuna environment. Where is our promised environment?
So Dave, what must we do?
We need to take what our politicians say with a pinch of salt. Like if you're a DA supporter, don't just believe everything that Zilla says, or if you're an ANC supporter, don't just believe everything the ANC says. Even if it's your favorite politician, you must take what they say with a pinch of salt.
I totally agree with you, Dave.
It's like when you watch African Magic on DSTV, you don't fully believe those Nigerian movie names. Like you know that it says Titanic, but Leonardo DiCaprio is not going to be there. And Nigerian movies never have properly trained animals that can save people. Like a Nigerian lassie loy. If there was a Nigerian lassie, you would just stand there while you were dying. You'd say, "Come here, lassie. Lassie, come here. Come and save me. What is wrong with this doggo? Can't you see that if you don't come here, lassie, I'm going to die, oh."
So, do you think that Egyptians will manage to overthrow their leader?
Thank you, Lord.
David Kibuka, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see him next week. There are a few things South Africans are good at. Rugby, making wire cars, wooden giraffes. You know, those things that you buy at the robot. And then there's one other thing that we are head and shoulders above everybody. No, I'm not talking about sex without a condom. No, I'm talking about protesting. We march here. Way back then when we started, simple marches, very simple marches. Then we decided to upgrade our marches, turning up a notch, turn it up a notch, turn it into the immortal toy. We were so good at this toy thing that guys in the MK had to take it up a notch, one more notch, just to stand out from the crowd. But now we've lost our vavavoom for the protest. I mean, look at Kosatu's e-toll protest, for instance. How is causing a traffic jam for ordinary people sticking it to the man? And then there was Julius Malema's Economic Freedom March through Pretoria. Really? Giving your supporters banyons and corns. How can that be protest, man? Nothing has really changed for them, has it, Brajuju? Yeah? Nothing. They're still jobless. They walk to Pretoria, still jobless. But hey, what are you going to do? And then we took it to the next level. Biological warfare. Flinging bacteria all over a city like a villain in Batman. Who's all for Batman? What's that? What is he throwing at me? It is poo. Ew. Then we thought we'd reached the highest level of crazy. Then came the advent of the open letter. This is also called word terrorism. Look at the comrade's response to Kenny Kunene's open letter.
Well, let me pervade you of the titillation embedded in the eventual state of being a paragon of perfection in ardent, utmost utilization of logic. As an ANC-inclined political activist in idling times, one ought to augment...
Oh, comrade, take it easy, huh? We can see you just recently acquired the dictionary, but for TV's sake, can you please tell us what the hell you are talking about, man?
Basically, what I'm saying is that Kotana Kenny Kunene can go f*** himself. I'll kick him like Dr. Maling. Pa!
All right, guys, not that kind of show. Put away your swords. But then things hit an all-time low. The Tembu King, Buyele Kaya Talityebo, decided that he's had enough with the government and its corrupt ways. We're with you. But he took it too far. Too far, Baba, too far. I will stop smoking dacha the day Zuma stops being corrupt. Come on, King, that doesn't sound like protesting to me. It sounds like you're having fun. Come on. Where are we going as a country? We went from mass marches to smoking blunts in bedrooms. No, man. Taking a page out of the King's Stoner book, take a look at what some South Africans are doing as form of protest. It's nuts.
These e-tolls are a reincarnation of the Lord of the underworld. We must fight these e-tolls, my brothers and sisters. We must stop the reincarnation of Lucifer here on earth. And how? We must drink. I won't drive home sober. Oh, sis, man.
I'm gonna be on a strict diet of cocaine until these rhinos can run free. Yeah, these guys are not running free, they're also citizens of this country. I mean, you talk about xenophobia, and you talk about all this stuff, but you actually care more about foreigners than you care about these sweet rhinos. Yeah, I'm gonna ruin my life, I'm gonna ruin my mouth, and take all this cocaine until the price of the rhinos is actually recognized. I'm even gonna do rhinoplasty, I'm gonna do everything, nose job and everything. Yeah, can you hear an airplane? Anyone? Helicopter?
Yeah, Baba, I'm going to eat this cake and go to strip clubs until the children in Limpopo have classrooms and textbooks. I'm serious. I'm going to spend every last cent I have on a lap dance just to make sure that the children have education. Yeah, even it's dark or there's no sex in the champagne room, I'm going to be struggling for the children's through cake and other cake, if you know what I mean.
I have no words. I'm stunned. Don't go anywhere. After the break, Chester Missing interviews, AfriForum's Kali Krill. Find us on Twitter, find us on Facebook, send us emails, and we'll see you very shortly. Like now. Don't go, just, and then come back. Welcome back. This week, Chester Missing had the opportunity to interview AfriForum's Kali Krill. Let's see what happened.
Halala! I am talking now to Kali Kriel, CEO of AfriForum, who are involved in the struggle for Afrikaans people to keep world domination in the cook system market. Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, Chester, it's nice meeting you. It's going well.
Yeah, it's an honor to meet you, guy. It's an honor. So what exactly does AfriForum do?
Well, we fight for minority rights, but also civil rights of all people. But not only people.
Everybody. How many Indians have you fought for so far?
Well, we haven't reached any people that said that we should help them. But
okay, you haven't got to Indians, but you will when you do.
Yes, we will, but at least at this stage, I already love Indian food.
He loves Indian food. Indian people, he's got you because he loves your food. Are there any black people in AfriForum?
Yes, we have a black member, Abulani Dagada.
You have the one guy. You know things are bad. We got one black guy. There are millions. We got one guy. Do you ever let him ride in the front of the bucket?
No. You know, unlike...
No, you don't.
If I listen to your question, it seems like you're a puppet for the ANC. The fact is, we don't do racial...
puppet for the ANC. How's this guy?
Yes,
any guy who asks why you got one black member is a puppet for the ANC.
No, they play your strings.
Now you're stereotyping me. Most people only know who AfriForum is because you tried to sue Julius Malema. Is that your basic marketing plan?
We've tripled our membership in 2 years since he started doing what he does.
So are you sending him commission or something?
No, we don't pay him commission.
Shouldn't you be paying him his membership? Pay his tax for him. I mean, you're the ones who are benefiting from him.
But on a serious note, we're glad that we believe he won't play a prominent role in our politics anymore.
We will see. The ANC has many failures, but they also have huge successes. Let's not forget that you guys left people to rot in homelands, white people, rot in homelands and force them to carry dom passes. I mean, seriously?
I'm not a colonialist. My forefathers have been living here for centuries, so I feel myself...
Of course you're colonialist. They arrived and there were black people living here. Do you have a receipt? Did your forefathers have a receipt for the land?
No, but the jaws. That's the question.
No, I'm a puppet. I don't own land.
Okay, so then
But did your forefathers have a receipt for the land?
Well, they came and they settled and they made Africa their own continent.
They settle on?
And they even named themselves after the continent.
Yeah.
So we have as much rights as anybody else.
Yeah, you named yourself. So if I move into your house and call myself Krielfulendendendel, then I can own your house.
You can come and live there. My children would enjoy playing with you.
And I find your desk here, and then I say, I'm colonizing this desk. And then I sit there for half an hour. Then can I tell you the desk is now mine?
No, well, if the desk was someone else's before, then it's theft. But if you look at these three...
Exactly. I see you had issues with Robert Mugabe. Is that just because he's the real-life version of Django Unchained?
No, I think Robert Mugabe is a dictator who's bad for humanity, not only for the...
Bad for humanity. There we go.
Yes.
Now, but seriously, Uncle, I mean, people who benefited from apartheid telling Mugabe that he's a problem, I mean, that's a little bit hypocritical, Uncle.
Well, if you go and look at the facts, what is happening in Zimbabwe at the moment, the people are suffering.
I don't know. Apparently, a lot of the economy is returning and a lot of the agricultural levels are returning, and now the people who owned the land originally are the ones owning the land.
Chester, it seems like you also didn't have maths. The fact is...
No, I didn't, because you guys made me do back to education.
If millions of people come across our border to stay here, it means something is wrong in Zimbabwe.
Okay, Uncle, fair enough. Let's go with this. Stats SA said there are only 7,000 white households living in informal settlements. How many would you say are living in informal settlements?
People that want to go into denialism that there's also poverty amongst whites would go to a specific definition of what informal settlements are.
Oh, so you mean a guy who lives in a caravan and goes on holiday to Plet is also living in informal settlement? Hey, welcome. The O's in nice now are squatters. Yeah, sure.
No, people living in a windy house, in a backyard, living in a garage,
Yeah.
are also people that we
Oh,
can
come on.
see
The level
living
of
in
poverty amongst white South Africa isn't even, it's ridiculous. It's insanely different from black South Africa. And we have a history to show it. And by ignoring that, you are denying history, surely.
We know the biggest problem with poverty is amongst the black community. But
There
if
we
you,
go, yeah.
If you're simply going to...
I wonder how that happened. Let's try and de-racialize this country and make everyone feel welcome. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
I love you, Kali Kriel. Go out, go. Go, man.
Hey, thank you, Dol.
Yeah,
It's
thank
been
you,
a pleasure.
Dol. He's got gags. Oh my gosh.
Apartheid. What was that, eh? What was that? We don't know any apartheid. It never happened. You guys, it's just a figment of your imagination. All right, guys? You guys are all crazy. Now it's time for Deep Fried Man.
1, 2, 3, here we go.
I hope that this morale doesn't seem like a repeat. It might, cause it's the same different week. With people in the Western Cape, they're throwing poo again. And a Xhosa king called the ANC corrupt hooligans. Even Zuma admits corruption is at large. It's a problem about as big as Obama's entourage. Meanwhile, it's all the same issues, people still suffering. Modise in the Northwest.
Every day is shuffling.
Nothing new except for a visit from that Obama guy. He got bored of reading our emails and came to say hi. He just wants to make some speeches and see the big five. But some people are like, bring him to me, dead or alive. He's done some bad things, sure, but I am interested in how you thought you'd be able to get him arrested. It's harder to understand than Kulu's open letter. Shout out to Madiba, we hope you get better.
Hope that it gets better soon, cause our country needs a hero. Cause our country needs a hero. Cause our country needs a hero. Hero, hero. I hope that it gets better soon, cause our country needs a hero. Cause the country needs a hero. Keep fighting like a samurai. Your legacy will never die. I hope that it gets better soon.
That was Deep Fried Man and Lloyd Taylor. That's it for the week, South Africa. Find us on Twitter. Find us on Facebook. Send us emails because we read them. We read every single email. Goodbye. We'll see you next week. Good night. Good day. Good whatever. Bye.
News that moves. ENCA.com.